Okay, so we're basically in zone knockout palooza at this point of the year in Madden Ultimate Team. This video is going to show you guys a new pass lead that you should be using regardless of your freeform settings. For those that don't know, I just put out a freeforming seminar. It's a 3-part series, absolutely free here on the YouTube channel. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell, and drop a like here on this video because this is going to be absolutely fire. You won't even have to use my freeform settings, but I think that you'll love this particular pass lead much better if you do. It will be available to those of you on near though. So what we're going to be talking about is kind of the deep zone KO logic on the sidelines and why deep zone KOs are so much better at breaking basically to the outside near the sideline as opposed to breaking on throws led over the middle. Okay, so one of the things that you guys know is I'm a back shoulder fiend. I like to throw those back shoulder freeforms all game long, and this is something that I've been doing all year. Obviously you guys know that these KOs are quite good. So if I were to go ahead and throw this little back shoulder KO from the freeforming seminar to the B receiver, any type of KO in the game is going to have a psychic ability to kind of catch it or knock it out. So this is a lot tougher, and what this is going to do is it's going to make it so it's kind of hard to run basically a streak and then a fade down the sideline. But a lot of players don't realize that the KO meta in this game is basically the sideline deep zone KOs. They do a really good job of basically knowing when pass leads are to the outside. And you see right there that he basically psychically broke there. And if not for me trying to, click onto this wide receiver as soon as I threw it and get body positioning, he would have intercepted this. But nonetheless, still a win for the defense on this rep. But the really interesting thing with this is that if you throw the same freeform, but kind of flip it like it's a mirror, if I'm throwing the 4 o'clock pass lead to the down outside, if I'm throwing the 8 o'clock pass lead to the down inside on the near sideline, you're actually going to notice a much better response, an opportunity for me to cut this off and catch it. You see right there that I actually was able to get better body positioning and avoid that KO altogether. Now, this is with 2 vertical routes stacked on top of each other in the tight open formation. I'm going to get you guys into a different look here momentarily, but I just want to show you guys what this looks like. You see how I'm able to kind of pull that zone down the field with Travis Kelce, but then throw the inside down ball and click on and get position here. And you see that I'm able to kind of make this happen. Now right there, a little scary, but I will show you guys again here that I can throw this. And this is with a streak and a fade, basically side by side. But I will show you that as long as you kind of throw this as a down and inside ball with a click on, you're going to be able to get body positioning on this quite consistently. Again, with this formation, not great, but I want to show you guys obviously what happens when we start to spread those routes out a little bit. So take, for instance, this play 4 verticals in the same formation where Derwin's actually going to get a little bit of a long outside release, similar to the flip streak video that I did in our seminars in that playlist. So what you'll see with this is now there's a little bit more lag in between the throws, and I can actually throw this ball as a down inside and then conservative catch it, and we're not going to get touched at all. So basically this is how you achieve this type of pass lead on far, and it's actually going to work in near as well. So let's actually head into practice mode and switch our settings a little bit. And while we're doing that, if you guys could do me a solid, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, hit that like button. It's the most important part as it pushes this video out, tells YouTube it's a good and helpful video, and they'll send it out to more Madden players just like you looking to improve at the game. I'm eternally grateful. We just crossed 30,000 subscribers just last week. Thank you so much for making this channel what it is today, and I hope to continue providing you the content that you deserve here into the future. So now we have set this to the meta passing setting of near. A lot of players like near because it's much harder to throw the ball out of the reach of your wide receiver, unlike far, which has a little bit higher of a skill gap to master, but a much higher ceiling as a passer once you do. But here on near, you're going to see pretty much the exact same results. I'm going to let this player get down the field. I'm going to throw a little down and inside ball. You see that I can basically click on and attack it with Y, and you're going to be just fine. Really, really easy throw. Again, the one downside to this is it doesn't let you really throw the ball super far away from the receiver. So if they got a really tight coverage with a KO that can break on this, that will sometimes lead to knockouts from behind. But you see right here, quite easy in terms of just being able to throw this. And again, if I were to throw this multiple times, you're going to see I'm just letting him run down the field. I'm going to throw a freeform down and inside, click on, attack the football. You see right there, there's the example that I'm talking about right there. Is you get that KO just because I can't throw the ball another step or 2 further underneath. We're kind of capped at how far away I can drag it. But again, it's really not too bad as long as you kind of let him run downfield, kind of throw the ball down and inside. You guys can click on and attack this football football like you see, just like you see right here. Just got to be quick with your click on when you're on near. You're not throwing the ball super far away from him, so you better get onto him and control him as soon as possible to get the best possible animation attacking the football away from a KO. And again, this will basically work on the other side of the field as well. Again, you just want to make sure that you're kind of throwing this ball, you know, down and inside, attacking it. You see right here, I can make this happen in the open field on near as well. I've been on far all year. This is legitimately the first throws I've made on near since August. So if I can do this with no practice on near, you guys can as well. I swear to you.
Good to know.
Now, the tough part about near is that you might not necessarily have these crazy little fades that I've been throwing stock in your playbook. So I'm going to show you guys how to create these. These are something that I taught in the freeforming seminar that I did on far, but it's equally appropriate to run on near. So what we're going to do here against this outside third KO is we're going to use the flip streak. So for those that don't know what a flip streak is, I've talked about this in probably 15 videos this year, but what it is I'm going to choose a receiver, Trey Flowers, and I'm going to flip this trips formation so it goes from the right of the screen all the way over to the left. Now he's going to end up being the middle receiver on the left as well. But what we're going to do is while he's in motion, when he hits behind the left guard, I'm going to put him on a streak. And that's basically just going to make him release to the outside before he gets up the field. And this is super valuable because what this will allow us to then do is kind of run the same pass lead. So again, I'm on near. We're not on far here. This is way easier for me on far. But again, you see right here how I could do this exact same trick with this down and inside pass lead against a KO on the sideline. Whereas if I were to do the exact same throw, but I were to do it as an outside pass lead, this is the part where you're actually going to be quite astonished at the difference in how this works. So I'm going to throw this little wheel combo to the outside now, but I'm going to throw this as a down and outside ball. And what you're going to see is I just can't really get him into a spot. That KO knows that it's going to the outside, and there's more psychic to that type of pass lead than a down and inside ball. And the cool thing about these trip sets is, you know, I could do this with either of the two slot receivers. So I could flip this and use this with Megatron, albeit he'll be in the seam a little bit more. You know, you're basically going to be able to kind of create your own little route combo here. So if I wanted to run, you know, like this, which would look kind of silly to a lot of players, but it would make perfect sense. You're using Flowers to pull the outside zone. Megatron's your little back shoulder, inside shoulder ball. Then you got a curl flat combo with Pacheco and James out there on the left. You're going to see immediately why this works. So again, I let the streak pull for B. B runs up. I'm going to throw a little down and inside ball, click on and attack it. And we're not getting a KO animation on him in the seam. This is going to be something that your opponent will have to man up or be ready for with their user in order to counter it. So this is essentially something that you guys can ad lib with on the fly, regardless of near or far settings. This is far and away the best way to throw streaks or vertical releasing patterns against sideline KOs, because again, so many players out there are done mabling. They know that they've got deep KO at every spot on the field. Now everybody's kind of running deep KO, mid zone KO, and kind of letting you have those intermediate throws on the sideline. And this is going to be how we're going to make this work. Again, you see right here, we get this pull route, the route in behind it. I'm just going to throw a little down and inside freeform, click on and cut it off. And you're going to see that once you get 2 or 3 pitter patter feet down, it doesn't matter. Once he's hit, you're not going to end up dropping this because there's been, you know, 2 or 3 feet registered. And now a hit is going to be a completion, no longer a knockout. So this is how you throw these guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you guys give the video a like. I really appreciate it if we could actually hit 300 likes on this video. I know that this is super informational, should help pretty much everyone out. So if you guys could help me out with that goal, be much appreciated. We'll see you guys on our next video upload tomorrow, Friday. It's almost Friday. See you guys then. Till then, this is Zan. Get the lab in. Good luck.